Hey guys, welcome to the Monday video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Mondays always are discussion-based video. As you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title, today is another tool review. We're going to talk about the best rotary tool you can buy, the best discs you can buy, and why. Alright guys, so when I say rotary tool, I mean Dremel. It's kind of like Kleenex. A Kleenex is a brand, right? It's a tissue. A Dremel is a brand, but rotary tool is what we're actually talking about. This is the Black & Decker RTX corded model, and we are using the quick release with the Dremel Easy Lock grinding discs. Now I'm going to start off by saying I'm normally not a Black & Decker fan. I think they used to make quality tools. I think a lot of what they make now is junk, this being a giant exception. This is a little bit older model and it's corded. Now, one thing I've noticed is that tool companies, it seems that sometimes they can go downhill when they start making battery-powered tools. Black & Decker, not a fan of any of their battery stuff, even the new lithium ion. I'm not impressed with it at all. This, however, the quality is fantastic. It's significantly cheaper than a lot of the Dremel brand rotary tools in the same segment. Now, my favorite thing about this tool is it has a variable speed right here. So you got low, medium, and high. Now it's not till you get right to the letter. You can actually, it's varied all the way around this dial, which is very nice, and it does get really, really fast. Anytime you have any type of oscillating or rotating tool, I really prefer to have a manual setting where I can adjust the speed. It makes the tool a lot nicer, gives you a lot more control, and in this case you get a lot of power if you have it on the top setting. So first, the rotary tool is great. This corded model from Black & Decker, again, this is the RTX, and it spins really, really fast, and you can get it, like I said, significantly cheaper than you can get the comparable Dremels. And actually I've used both and I like the feel of this one just a little bit better. The head's nice and compact. You have this switch right here for easy access, getting your chucks out and stuff like that. There's a nice little flat spot on the chuck on the top for easy removal if you want to remove discs that way. Now the second thing, and probably what makes this tool so great, other than the high RPMs, the good power out of it, and the variable speed, is these discs that I've paired it with. Now these are Dremel Easy Lock grinding discs. They also make cutting discs. These are the grinding ones. So this is the Easy Lock chuck by Dremel, and it actually fits in the Black & Decker just like anything else would. And you just pull this collar down just like that. And then what you're going to do, so once this collar is pulled down, exposing the head, you're going to put that shape, line it up, give it a twist, and then just let go and you're done. No more do you have to undo the little screw and deal with normal discs. Now these discs are quite expensive. Again, this is the grinding option. You can see I got my little box full of all my rotary discs and stuff in here. So this is a cutting disc. This is just a no-name, but you can see what I mean. See how thin it is? It's just got a hole in there. And every time I've used these, anytime you try to cut something, it just busts off the end of the tool. So I really don't like these. And again, this is the grinding disc. They also have a cutoff. Now the nice thing about these is this is just like a cutoff wheel that you would use on like a full-scale angle grinder, right? Except it's scaled way down, but it still has the webbing and reinforcement in the discs. And this is literally just a mini copy or an angle grinder grinding disc, and it's really thick and durable, and I've cut a lot of stuff with this. I will say these are quite expensive. 3 of these discs run me about $10. These last a lot longer than the cutting discs do, but they do about the same things. So we're gonna cut to a clip right now, and I'm just gonna show you how great this thing is. Alright, so now that you've seen that, I'm going to show you kind of a practical application. And to me, that was really impressive. This thing cut right through a cast iron rotor just like butter. And those things aren't thin, and they're definitely dense. Now, so this disc, what I use it for is this is a bearing race that would be on the back of a hub. So you'd have your studs right here. When you press the wheel bearing off, this is left behind on the hub and you have to remove it. So you can see there's a cut in there just like that. And it's probably not going to pick up, but there's also a crack in there. Can't really see it with this light, but you can see where I cut into this. So what I do is I take my Dremel tool, I make an incision in the race, and then I just take a punch, hit it, and it cracks, and then I can easily remove this. Because it's backed up against the hub, there's no good way to press that off of there. A lot of guys will use an angle grinder. This is a lot smaller, however, it gives me a lot more control, and it makes sure I don't cut the hub at all. I don't brush into the hub and put an indent in there, a gouge in it. And like I said, all I do is make an incision, and this is hardened steel. This is a race, and you can see it's pretty thick. So I just make a cut right there, and then I'm able to pop it off. So again, this Black & Decker RTX I think is a must-have if you're looking for a rotary tool. Again, it's corded, but I'm gonna say this, everyone thinks I'm such a Milwaukee fanboy. I've used the Milwaukee M12 rotary tool, and I'm not a fan at all. There's just no power there. It bogs down really easily, and the batteries do not last. So I don't have one. I have this. I'm never going to tell you guys that because I have a certain brand loyalty that something is better than something else if it's not true. And I think this is a great tool. I think this is hands down best bang for your buck rotary tool, period. Paired with the Dremel Easy Lock grinding and cutoff discs. Like I said, that you pay for them, they're a little more expensive, but they outperform anything else. And you also don't have to waste any time unscrewing the end because it's this easy, guys. You pull this down, this slides on here, and I'm done. I'm ready to go. If I want to change out, I just pull down that collar again, twist it off, and I'm done. I can put a cutting disc on, grinding disc, respectively. This has been my opinion of the best rotary tool that you need in your toolbox if you're a technician. If you liked the video, make sure to drop me a like and a comment down below. I like doing these tool reviews for you guys so you can get an idea of some of the best bang for your buck tools and what's going to make your jobs easier and hopefully make you more money. And if you're DIY, hopefully it just gets you the job done more simply so you can save more money. Shift, Wrench, Repeat, we upload every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Like, subscribe. I appreciate the support, you guys. See you next time.